Hey, how's it going? My name is Jackie Fish and welcome to Total War Rome 2 Rise of the Republic, the brand new DLC coming out for Rome 2 centered around the rise of Rome and the rise of the Republic. So this should be a lot of fun. I'm going to be starting a brand new Let's Play on the DLC and just see where it takes us. The DLC does offer some really interesting mechanics which I want to explore as a Total War fan. The campaign map itself has like 130 provinces set around the whole of Italy, Corsica, Sardinia, Sicily, and also a bit of Carthage as well. I think it has a ton of factions. I think it's like 9 factions in total, and each of them do have their own interesting mechanics. So I'm definitely looking forward to seeing just how everything plays out, how this is going to feel. And it's also going to be weird playing as Rome without having like heavy focuses on sword infantry, as at this period in time, at 400 BC, which is basically where the start date is, Rome didn't have its Astarte, Rome didn't have its Principes. They're not kind of this emerging power in Italy. They're still very small, I think just holding Rome and another coastal province. So it's going to be great trying to rise them up and bring them to power whilst pushing back the enemies of barbarians, Greeks, Etruscans, and obviously the soldiers on Syracuse and Sicily. And each of these factions do have their own interesting bit of mechanics. I think each faction has their own mechanic, and it definitely does speak, like, I feel like they're definitely trying out new stuff with these DLCs. Because, for example, Rome itself, which is something we'll probably never see because I doubt we'll ever be pushed back this far, but Rome itself has 2 battles to take the city of Rome. So if anyone's trying to siege me out and take Rome, they're going to have to win 2 battles, one on the outer walls and then another battle for Capitoline Hill, which is like within the city. And I might do a video on this at a later time and date. However, this is really cool because this is multi-stage sieges right here, which is something I've been wanting for a long time. At the moment in this DLC it's just for Rome, but I imagine if stuff like this gets good feedback, they'll try and implement it more in games. And I feel like it could be something that could really benefit games like Warhammer, where the sieges are pretty meh. Like having this mechanic here where you actually fight 2 battles to take a city, first for the outer walls and then for the inner walls. It's just a really cool feature, and if they put time and effort into it, I think it'll be great. But sorry, enough of me ranting on about that. This is a feature I've been wanting for so long, and I'm glad it's starting to peek its head round the corner. But anyway, we are the part of the Italian civilization culture group. We have a written knowledge, so we gain a bit of extra research speed, which is nice. It's nothing too crazy, but it might save us a turn or 2 here and there. And then we also get resistance to foreign occupation, which I'm not really sure, like, does that just help with our public order or what? Like, what does this resistance to foreign occupation do? Like, can we prevent them from taking a city? Like, I don't really know what this 100% does, but we'll see it. It's probably something to do with culture and resistance from the enemy culture taking over or something. And then our own specific ones is we get to appoint consuls and dictators, and then we also get the Capitoline Hill things. Let's just dive in. We're playing on very hard. 40-minute battle timer, as I feel like we never hit an hour. Obviously, turn off advice. And yeah, we're good to go. So let's go ahead and jump in and watch the cool new Roman video. These intros always do make me pretty happy. Also, guys, if you are looking forward to this series, be sure to drop a like and a comment, subscribe for more, and hit that bell notification to get notified whenever I post a new campaign part or battle video.
Soldiers of Rome, we have travelled far together, down a path not of our choosing. Fate and the cruelty of man compelled each of us to draw our weapons, stand back to back, and defend our lands against a common foe. We did not seek this war, yet it is our homes that burn, our allies massacred, and our leader Rutulus that lies slain, butchered by a desperate enemy as their city fell. It is clear that evil left unchecked will always find Rome. The Samnite dead still litter the field, yet already new threats loom and menace our borders. Greeks on our very shores plot to strip us of our lands and livelihoods. Eastern peoples from across the sea construct mighty empires whilst we feud with our neighbours. barbarians seek to plunder our homes and villages. Our fight is for our way of life, and it has only just begun. With the favor of the gods, we shall forge our destiny together. For Rome!
Awesome. I always love these intros. They always get me pumped up. Nothing beats the Rome 1 intros of the Julii.
Rome is at war. The Etruscans of Veii have been our enemies for many years, and since peace is out of the question, we must bring them down by force of arms. The proud Volsci of Latium are carefully observing the conflict, and will undoubtedly strike should we provoke their ire. In such a conflict, we might try to ally with the Hernici. Meanwhile, rumor has it that a new threat is stirring beyond the lands of the cowardly Sabines and docile Umbri. Be mindful, yet brave. May Mars watch over you.
Awesome, so there we go. Like, with a nice little setting of the campaign. As I was saying, I love the intros, but there's nothing beats the Rome 1 Julii intro of just ghouls. I hate ghouls. My grandfather hated ghouls even when they pulled out his eyes. It's just so awesome. I don't know, maybe it's just because I was a kid. We got our first objective as well, is to hold 2 provinces in their entirety, and we gain a Patrius, which is, I think that's just like an agent or something we'll go ahead and pick up. And then we also get this little kind of event which goes ahead and talks us through our special features of playing as Rome. Instead of changing government times, Rome has access to elections. They can appoint consuls and dictators for a limited amount of turns, which is a cool way of doing things like this. And then we also get the city itself. If we lose the fortifications, then we have to get pushed back to Capitoline Hill. And I'm interested to see how this one plays out. Like, how do I prepare? I mean, because the annoying thing is we're not going to see in this campaign, because I very much doubt we're ever going to lose Rome itself to the enemy. I doubt we're ever going to be in that situation. But I might have to test this out in another separate campaign or something. Because, like, how do I choose what units defend the outer walls and stuff? But like this is probably my favourite feature in the entire DLC. The idea of multi-sieges making their way into the game is absolutely awesome. And hopefully we see it in, like, stuff like 3K. Well, probably not 3K, but in future Total Wars, hopefully we see it. I really do dig that. Yes. So, we are Rome, and we have our province of Rome already, and we are at war to the north as well. So this is a very easy chapter objective to complete. Basically, just take out the people we're at war with, and we will dominate the field. Also, something to note is the map as well. Look how goddamn huge it is, and it's absolutely awesome. Sicily itself is like, I don't know, 15 provinces, which is great. I mean, just look how big Sicily is. That is awesome. Imagine having a Punic War on that bad boy, which I'm really hoping that modders are going to make like a Punic War campaign with this map, because that'd be a lot of fun. Like, have Hannibal like kind of roaming through the north of Italy and stuff, and then having to fight in Sicily, Corsica, Sardinia. Like, even Corsica and Sardinia are pretty goddamn huge as well. I mean, look at that. It's like, this is huge land right here. So it's just really cool to see kind of the attention to detail put in on this. But anyway, let's go ahead and do this campaign. So we have 4 grand to begin with. We can upgrade our barracks right away, which would give us access to Roman swordsmen. What are they like? Just these guys. I mean, I guess it is kind of important to pick that up, because I guess at the moment we can't. Yeah, we can only get the Roman light hoplites. So I guess we'll pick up a few anyway to begin. Oh, and this is before Rome is as mighty as she was, and you can recruit like 50 units, because like in all the other games you can recruit so many men to kick off the campaign with. It's actually kind of crazy. Aqueducts is kind of always good to pick up early, because it does provide us with growth, and then we can pick up, you know, more public order and stuff. Just basically keeping this region happy, so we don't have to worry too much about it. Also going to stick this guy in here. Is he good? He gets more wealth from by boosting our borders, and he also does give us some good experience as well, so that's good. So yeah, we'll recruit in Rome. We'll let him start to train the men up, and we'll recruit that. And then we can also upgrade this as well. So they've also made it so you can actually get some pretty high tier buildings in the late game as well. So you can actually go up to like rank 10 buildings and stuff, which will be interesting to see. So I think definitely we are at war. Going down the 2nd Legion recruitment spot is going to be pretty nice. Getting the extra recruitment slot is always going to be important. And then like stuff like this as well, plus 10 melee attack skill for all units during battle against Italian like factions. Like, there's a lot of good bonuses here we'll want to definitely pick up. Again, now let's look at diplomacy. Not a lot of people like us, but we have a few friends which we might be able to pick up trade with.
My friend.
Non-aggression, do you want to get trade as well, or is trade going to push you over the top? Like, this is one of the things I never really liked in Total War. The diplomacy just feels so silly. I wish what they would do with diplomacy is simply make it like they do in Stellaris and tell me the exact number of, like, if I hover over this, it should tell me like, oh, we're currently minus 15, and if you add in more gold, it will boost it up, and it'll be like, you need to try and get it down to 0, and sometimes it might be minus 10,000, meaning they're never ever gonna do it, they just don't want to. Like, I feel like being more transparent with diplomacy will just make it better, because at the moment, it really isn't very good, and I feel like trying, like, you might say, oh, well, it will kill immersion, you know, it'll make the campaign not very exciting. Oh, we have an edict, nice. It'll make the campaign not very exciting, because it'll just, you know, make it feel a lot more gamey than it is. But, like, I feel like there's just not enough depth to the diplomacy system that just, you know, being transparent is the better way to go about it, at least in my opinion. But, you know, hopefully in future Total Wars, we will see the diplomacy being improved. Oh, I love the turn times as well. I know there's not a lot of armies in the field, but considering, you know, this is basically just the same size as the Grand Campaign to an extent. So, to see that is actually pretty nice. I guess we'll just keep recruiting men. I mean, our barracks is done in a couple of turns, but obviously I want to try and take some land before then. I mean, we could even arguably push on them now. I think I'm going to wait one more turn, get a decent line of Italians, hoplites. We'll move next turn. And mercenary-wise, we can get up. Oh, these levies are so cheap as well. We're going to pick these guys up and just go and attack next turn then. We do leave Rome a bit vulnerable, but we shouldn't have to worry about that. And we'll hopefully draw their army out, especially with their mercenaries as well. God damn, their mercenaries are super cheap. But I dig it. Our veteran leveled up as well. So we'll see a bunch of stuff. Oh yeah, also, something I should note as well. You know, family tree is in with the ancestral legacy update. So we'll actually have to keep an eye on this a lot more. I completely really neglected this. So we have our general unit right here. He's a military tribune at the moment. He has a corrupt wife, which isn't great, or political wife, but doesn't give us good bonuses. We also have loyalty, so that's good that he's loyal. He's also a military tribune right now. And is this my house? No? Is that like... Oh, yeah, my house is here, right? It doesn't show it on here. Yeah, okay. Because I haven't really messed around with this too much, but he's like my... No, this is my consul, tribune, and family leader. So this is my family leader right here. Gives me more tariffs. And then we have... Yeah, so we have some good bonuses. So we don't really have to deal with this too much right now. Everyone is... Oh, you guys are not loyal, but it's because we need to expand, right? What's traditionalist? +1 loyalty, where we have our culture dominant. Loyalty for having food surplus. We can do all of that. Okay, well we can do all of this, and then you're just military stuff. So nice. And we don't have to worry about this for like the first 20 turns or so, but yeah, we'll have to obviously look into that. So let's go ahead and pick up these levies. They're so cheap that there's no reason not to. I mean, they're probably not very good. Yeah, they're not very good, but it just adds numbers to our army, and that's fine with me. And we definitely want to go down this route of having more bonuses for our army, and then eventually picking up the one that gives us more bonuses when training, which I think is... Oh, this one's really good as well, actually. More campaign movement range. You guys know how much I love campaign movement range. But we're going to pick up this first just to give one more attack for our armies, and also more training, so they just go ahead and get them chevrons a little bit early. Then walls won't save them. So it does feel like there are a... Oh, I guess we're fighting this to kick this battle off. We'll just jump into a battle straight away. It does feel like there's a bunch more voice lines into the game as well now with this DLC, which is much more appreciated. Like, I really feel like the game feels a lot nicer when we do have all these different voice lines and stuff, you know, kind of peering their heads into the game. So let's go ahead. It's a dry battle. Nice. Campaign map. I mean, the battle maps do look... They've got new buildings, but this is a normal battle map, so nothing new there. Let's just go ahead and form up our battle line. Then we'll send the mercenaries forward first. We have a lot of skirmishers. Then we have these. These are like kind of my elite line, I guess. And then we have the peasants, the mob, and then our generals. Let's take a look at these units, see what they look like. So we have our general unit right here. He himself looks pretty cool, the general. Yeah, the face looks nice as well. Marcus Camillus, I think he's the main like focus of Rome at this time period. I mean, my history at this time period is really, really poor. We have our Roman swords here. Then we have these guys look like the heavier hoplites. Pretty cool. They can form a hoplite wall. And then we have our lighter Roman light hoplites. So these guys are a lot less armored, but look cool nonetheless. It's so weird fighting as Roman, like mainly having hoplites. Then we kind of have these light armored swordsmen who will just be charging in. Now slingers, you guys know what slingers look like. Cool, yeah, so as I was saying, like, I really am quite ignorant of this time period of, like, the rise of Rome and, like, the Etruscan wars and stuff. I kind of, like, my knowledge really starts to kick in about Rome around, like, the wars with Epirus. That's when I kind of start to know a lot more, and then obviously the Punic Wars as well. So yeah, hopefully I'll learn a thing or two through the events and stuff. I mean, this is where, as a kid, this is where a lot of my history came from, was Total War games and Paradox games, you know. I learned a lot of my geography, and I'm sure you guys are probably a lot of the same. Learn a lot of your geography from these games. You know, playing Hearts of Iron, I found out where a lot more of, like, the Eastern European countries were, which maybe we don't learn about as much in school. So I'm just going to try and smash through the front door, I think, with my force. It's good enough that I think we can get away with it. Oh, yeah, we definitely want to get our slingers involved here, because they have a lot of missiles here set up. They have their slingers there, some swordsmen. But we should just be able to outmaneuver them. So let's tell our slingers to run up there. We'll commit 2 units of infantry over here, like so. And hopefully just let our slingers do their work. Then we'll bring up our light hoplites just behind that. And then we'll probably move our, like, swordsmen around the flank here to come in and hit them on the side. Even our general can make his way up as well. So hopefully the slingers will start unloading their volleys. I just want to try and pick away their missiles. Oh, these are javelins though, so maybe we don't have to worry too much. Get some rocks coming in. I can't imagine their men are going to be great either, so maybe we should just select our missiles. These javelins are going to hurt, but maybe I'd much rather kill something else. Yeah, let's just go ahead and get these guys and get them stuck in. Just you guys go around the flank, you guys just charge in there. We'll let all our missiles continue to shoot something like the Italian swordsmen. You guys get stuck in. And there's gaps already appearing in the enemy lines. Let's just push around and start putting the pressure on. They have a lot of ships which I think are trying to land, but they're going to be taking their time, which is more than okay with me. And we've got our swordsmen actually fighting the slingers as well. These are just crappy, you know, levies, so I'm not expecting much, like, big things from these guys. They're more of just like a meat shield whilst everyone else moves into position. I guess you guys go like that. And then we'll push him there. We've got some more missiles coming around there. Again, we'll probably change our focus of... I don't know though. This is a pretty good, like, side shot right there. Form your hoplite wall at least. You are light hoplites after all. And then just push in here. Do you stay in your hoplite wall? You do, I think. Yeah, you stay in your hoplite wall. Nice. And then all these missiles can move up here. We'll push them up there. We'll stick up our general as well, because I do want to get our general's hands, like, a bit bloodied in this war. Let's go there. Their javelins are a bit annoying, and our levies are being cut. Yeah, they're being slaughtered by the javelin. That's why we need these dudes up here. Slingers, if you can, just focus down here. I guess we'll try and get a nice little, really, like, thin formation, try and break our way through. I know they're baiting me out here. The AI actually did a really good move right there, but I'm going to kind of force them to do this and chase me down. We're also going to need all of these heavy units to get their asses up here as well, please. Rear charge right there. And yeah, you guys just force your way forward, please. Fuck it, you guys are stuck now, which is fine. You guys should be able to move in there and help out, make the difference. Our general's even charging into the back of these Etruscan city guard. The Etruscan city guard looks sick, look at that. Whew, these guys are badass. But our general here should be enough. And we'll even pop our Inspire off as well on these mercenary dudes just to keep them by. Yeah, their men hurt. I'm not going to lie. Let's go ahead and reform this. The javelins are almost dealt with. Got lots more infantry pouring into the city now. Guess you guys fight that. Yeah, my men are not great. It's so weird playing as Rome and not having, like, the best units in the world to begin it. You know, we're actually having to be, you know, a little bit cautious with our men. Let's go ahead and just hammer an anvil. We could even chase down some of these skirmishers as well with this general unit. Let's move in some more light hoplites there. Into the back of these Etruscan light spears. We're also chasing these guys down. Finally catching them a little bit. Not really actually though. You guys are just hitting these guys in the back. Oh, we also have a unit of plebs right here. A unit of just peasantry with some daggers. Probably not the best unit, but, you know, we'll use them nonetheless. Let's go ahead and reinforce here as our general continues to cut these guys down. Nice, managed to win that, which means we probably should try and reinforce this main fight. We do have a lot of our soldiers who are, like, kind of surrounded right now. We are helping out with a lot of slingers, slinger fire. But yeah, these Etruscan city guard are very cool. I love the look of them. And we'll actually get a nice little cinematic on them right here. If the trees wouldn't get out of the way, hard fighting right now in the trees. Pretty decent indeed. So I think the late tier units we get our hands on in this game are going to be basically going to be the like Hastati and Principes. That's kind of what we're working towards, which is kind of funny to think about. But yeah, they're the units we're really working towards right now. Are the Principes, are the Hastati. Do we just go take the city centre? Maybe. Send a unit to go do that and then bring a unit of swords like round here. Our general probably isn't best suited to go ahead and fight here. He's probably best suited just to chase down these missiles. That's kind of what I'm bringing these guys round to do, is just get here and then just unload and probably rout him. So our general is probably going to do an okay job of just helping out over here. We're getting some plebs to come up as well. Definitely taking a few casualties though, because again, we don't really have that killing power that we're kind of used to. Let's go fight these Italian swordsmen right here. Yeah, they have some good swordsmen, and these are our swordsmen right here, but they're not amazing. You know, they're more just kind of like Greeks. Are we killing these guys? Not very quickly. With our general in here, we should be fine. Let's go ahead and inspire the plebs. Or tribesmen, as they like to call them. But we know they're basically just plebs. Break your phalanx as well if you're in one. I just want men to, like, surround here. I still have, like, I don't know what they're doing here. I don't know how they can't, like, land this unit. Seems like the AI still has problems with naval stuff, which is a real shame. It'd be nice if they kind of used them a bit more effectively. Nice, that's been routed now. I guess let's make our way down to here. Charge into the rear of this. But they're just, I don't know what they're doing right there. It's a sad thing to see that, like, these issues are still persisting in Rome. Granted, I should mention that this is a beta build of it. Obviously, it's early access. However, you know, if this hasn't been fixed yet, I kind of doubt it will be fixed in the long term of things, which again is upsetting. Because there's still issues like this, you know, with plaguing naval battles and stuff, and it's a shame. I mean, look at that one slinger volley, point blank, just slaughtered them. Pretty disgusting. There we go. They're broken now as well. Our general is coming in. Yeah, general is coming in to end this, and that unit of navy is just going to break. So we did take quite a few casualties here. I'm not going to lie. Like, we lost an okay portion of my army, but we're going to be okay. So what are we going to do? Just have to wait for these guys to die, or are they going to land, or what? Like what's going on right here? They're rowing backwards at the moment. They're reversing. Like, ugh, this is just annoying, you know? They're going to finally land? Because like, this unit would have become really useful as well, like, in the main battle as well. Like, an entire unit of, like, general unit infantry, or they're actually just archers. But still, it could have been the difference between winning and losing, and now we're just kind of waiting for this unit to rout, you know, for my slingers to kill it. And if, like, for example, if I... Oh my god, go away. Maybe that's why they're glitching out, because they're not, like, melee infantry. Probably would make sense. Again, you guys just kill them, please. Like, and again, if this was, like, you know, if I didn't have any missiles left, they got slaughtered there. But yeah, if I didn't have any missiles left, this, like, how would I have finished that battle, you know? I just would have to wait, like, 40 minutes or something, which is just a bit silly. So kill-wise, obviously our general doing great. Cavalry in the early game in Total War is always amazing. Slingers and then the levies. The mercenary levies paid for themselves there, giving their lives. They were mainly my front line. That was kind of a difficult battle considering we were just fighting like a garrison. It's going to make it interesting. So I guess we'll just occupy it. We could lose it for some extra money, but I think just occupying it will be fine. Nice, Camillus leveled up as well. See what we can go ahead and give him. These are all changed as well, right? Yeah, these are specific. So I think I want to go down the route of general, like, campaign movement range. So I want to pick up this as soon as I can. This is more of like the military route, whereas this is more campaign rate. Can I have both of these or not? I think I can, which I'm going to probably pick up because the extra, like, movement range is like the best ability in this entire game. It just allows you to, like, kind of outmaneuver the enemy, outmaneuver the AI. So it's really good, great to have. So do we want to spend any cash here? I don't think we do. I think we want to save ourselves a little bit of money. Maybe building some extra farms to give us more food. Or maybe actually getting a civil port would be nice as well. Yeah, let's get a civil port. Because that will expand into a harbour at some point, giving us good money from trade and commercial wealth. So yeah, let's do that. And we also get our tech very soon. So now we've got a little bit bigger. Does anyone else want to trade now that we're kind of winning this war?
And speak as you wish, without...
You won't even do it on aggression, so I doubt you'll do a trade still, yeah. But it's just like, there's just no way. Like, I feel like maybe as well, if they added in... like ways to improve in your diplomatic relation would be good as well. Like, it makes sense. Maybe no one really likes you in the beginning, but if you choose who you want to befriend and you choose who you want to make like you, then maybe, you know, that would help you build relations over time. That would be kind of cool. So I don't know, maybe we'll see stuff like that in the future of Total Wars. 'Cause I feel like diplomacy is kind of one of the more lacking things in the game for sure, in my opinion. So extra bonus for cavalry and also melee attack for cavalry is kind of nice. We have more booty from battle. Do love a little bit of booty. And we can also pick up some extra morale as well, which would not be bad. Ooh, campaign movement range. And also experience. +1 experience to gain rate for all agents. That's not really that great. But I think I might pick up this. I don't know, do we prefer more tax rate? I think we'll grab these two. To kind of make our armies a little bit better. Oh, wait. Oh, I don't have to get... I can pick? Oh, that's very nice, actually. Probably just pick up this one, then. There's just more armor and more weapon damage. Because this is only specific to Italians, which I imagine we will mainly be fighting at the beginning of the game. So actually, we'll grab that. It's just, obviously, as the campaign goes on, it's not as useful. Oh, they've also added in as well, which is a cool feature, native, like you can get regiments, or not regiment, like area of recruitment. So I'll be able to recruit units as if they were almost auxiliaries. And again, it's kind of just a cool feature. Good to see that finally in the game. So we could make our way back to Rome, but then he could obviously come around here. If he can he siege me at Rome? I mean, obviously the garrison of Rome is probably pretty good. Yeah, they're pretty decent. Obviously, we have 2 siege battles to defend as well. I kind of just don't want to just leave the city and then have it completely taken away from me. I guess we don't have any cash now. I also wouldn't mind an extra turn of replenishment. And it's winter as well, so if they want to siege me, they're more than welcome to. We can just come in next turn when the city's a little bit more open, I think. So let's do that. So yeah, they're just going to pull back, which is perfect. You know, they wasted their time in winter. That's fine with me. Our champion leveled up as well as he continues to improve the XP of my men. Again, just stuff that gives me more experience and more combat ability is great. Oh, this is also pretty good as well. So we still have, what, one more turn until we're fully replenished? Probably maybe, no, a couple more turns actually. Especially with these guys. I'm probably just going to merge these mercenaries. Can I get any more? Yeah, I can pick up a bunch more mercenaries. We'll probably just do that. Oh, these mercenary Etruscan hoplites are expensive compared to the levies we were picking up a second ago. Maybe we'll have to go back into Rome to grab that. I'm also a little bit nervous that this city will just be taken over, though. Guess we'll just destroy that, because we can't do anything about it. This building can be improved by upgrading the equivalent in the province capital. Oh, so that's how you do it. So if you have a building in a province, I can then improve this. Or maybe I don't know. I'm kind of a little bit confused. But we'll see how that works as we continue to play. So I guess we do need to recruit a couple more men. Not that we have any money. So we'll end the turn, let our replenishment kick in a little bit more. Probably then go back to Rome, pick up the extra units. Because now's the perfect time to go back to Rome, right? Because they can't, I don't think they'll be able to get to us. They'll have to go all the way back. We can then make our way into the city, or at least here, so we block them from moving to the city. Obviously, it's unhappy, but that's going to be fine. We now spend our time recruiting, and we can get some Roman swords now. So we'll pick up another couple units of Roman swords, and then maybe another unit of Italian cavalry. We can also pick up these levies next turn, and then we'll march on their city, beating back their army, and taking them over. Again, we'll keep on checking, but I doubt these guys want to trade with me, right?
We are civilized.
Is anyone else like me and more? Not really. I mean, apparently you guys are just waiting to see how this war turns out, but yeah, very hard. It's just impossible, really. I can't afford to give them money or try and do anything else. It'd be just nice if I could send. Actually, I can, right? I can. Yeah, I'm a bit of an idiot. Like I was saying, oh, I wish I could, but I could send these guys to go on political missions, right? Yeah, send diplomat. So I guess I technically can. do what I was saying I wanted to do. Which, yeah, I guess that's kind of cool. They're over here, right, with their army. So let's do this. Oh, actually, a unit of cavalry? I mean, it's expensive, but mercenary equites? How much better are they? 25. Oh, they're much better as well. Charge bonus is the same, but melee defense is like double. I know they're expensive, but that's going to be a good part to my army. And let's go this way as well, because I know their army... They've got 2 armies and a garrison. Oh, well, baby, let's do this. They're gonna sally out probably. How do they afford 2 armies? This is one of the things I really dislike about Total War. Is the kind of, I guess the fake difficulty that it shows. They're both pretty good. The fake difficulty it kind of shows. Because at the moment, it's suggesting... we need to build this as well before the slums appear. We'll probably get a church here just to help out. Yeah, it's a fake difficulty. This province, this faction, only has, I think, 1 province in its entirety, right? So it only has that 1 city. And yet it can muster 2 pretty full-strength armies, right? They've got the garrison as well, so we're going to retreat and let them come to me. If they want to sally out, yeah, which they do. This is much better than fighting the garrison, obviously. Apparently they're much better than me, but I don't think so. They have, like, no cavalry. This will be a good battle. It's a fake difficulty as well. Sorry, I keep on interrupting myself. Is the battle itself, like, this is a 1 province faction, and yet they can muster 2 armies plus mercenaries, and I can only muster 1, and I'm basically bankrupt. Like, I have 2 more cities in them, making me money. Like, it just doesn't really make much sense that they should be able to do that. And it's kind of silly that they can. We have a big old hill here, which I guess we're going to sit upon and just prepare. The nice thing is we actually have a really good defensive setup with these hoplites. Now, these hoplites are actually pretty decent at just holding the line, which is exactly what we need them to do. Form phalanx, it's fine with me. There's going to be gaps appearing, but that's going to be okay. Yeah, so they can just form that central battle line. Then we'll have you guys kind of scattering the back in case anyone gets through. And then we'll have our elite Romans a little bit further behind that. They're going to be moving around my flank. And we'll have our cavalry. We'll push most of our cavalry on that left flank. I feel that right flank. Actually, maybe not. Maybe we'll split it. We'll put the equites on this left flank. Because they don't have like any cavalry. So we should be able to abuse that quite nicely. And then we'll have our slingers back there. Meaning we should push back these swords. The swords, as I said, as well, will be more of a aggressive force.
Melee troops awaiting orders.
War used to hit the enemy. So we're a pretty tight formation right now, but it should all work out in our favor.
Melee cavalry ready.
So let's just push a little bit down the hill because I want to kind of force them to come up at me, and they obviously have more reinforcements as well. Wait, why is there arrows there? We also have like a nice little hill which could guard our back. But yeah, I want to try and engage this force before their reinforcements turn up. The reinforcements are a little bit far away. And these guys will probably be exhausted by the time they get to me. So if we can engage their main army before that, encourage them to fight us, then I'll take that. You know, even if it does mean we have to come off the hill a little bit, I'm kind of okay with that. So let's just form up there. Oh yeah, we probably should tell these hoplites to get out of hoplite formation. Just so they move a little bit quicker. And get up there. Yeah, we'll be able to engage this quite nicely. What do they have on their front line? Slingers as well. Greek slingers. That's fine with me. This could be an interesting battle for sure, to say the least. And they also have this heavy unit of Greek hoplites, basically. Etruscan heavy hoplites. They're going to be a very, very hard unit to kill. Slingers, are you ready to shoot, boys? I think you are. Let's go and just focus down a unit. Does look like they're just pushing right towards me though, which is kind of interesting. Also, why have these guys gone front? Where are my hoplites? My hoplites just haven't turned up. Should we just charge the enemy? Maybe we do. I mean, we're gonna win this this missile off just because, well, we have the superior power, but then they have all of this turning up. What do we want to do? I mean, our hoplites need to reform anyway. Don't really know why they're in such a mess. I mean, let's try to be a little bit cocky. This cavalry is pretty fast. They're just basically spear cavalry, light cavalry. Let's go ahead and harass their missiles, because we're doing a great job. Our slingers are demolishing their missiles. Again, you guys just fall back now. No need to overextend. Have we encouraged them to come forward now? I think we have, so I think it's time for us to push our hoplites forward. Our hoplites are going to engage now. We don't really have the time to do this, unfortunately. Just a little... Guys, what are you doing? Do these guys have guard mode? They do, right? They added back guard mode back into the game. It's kind of crazy that guard mode wasn't in the game for like the longest time. So yeah, you guys just fall back. You can probably get some cavalry around here. We need our slingers to go ahead and continue to shoot their missiles. There's a big space opening up now where we can harass them. Well, yeah, let's see what these mercenary equites look like. Pretty heavy. Nothing too crazy right now. Yeah, our dudes should be able to scare them off. Again, missiles. Shoot something else now as you guys take these guys out. Their reinforcements are turning up now, which is fine. Our front line is going to be struggling a little bit, so let's go ahead and move in the hoplites now. Cavalry's done good there, so let's bring back the cavalry. Because these mercenary dudes are not going to be doing great. And I guess we'll just bring back the slingers a little bit. Cavalry's getting out of there. And the other infantry. And now I want my Romans to push around the flanks like we spoke about. All the hoplites. Go ahead and form your spear walls. And I guess just attack forward. Like so. I wasn't sure if this was like the old Total or the newer Total Wars where you have the opportunity. Wait, you guys... Oh, fuck, this is not good. Get out of there if you can. That's not good at all. We're about to lose our entire cavalry force right now. All because I was a bit of an idiot. Kill them dudes right there. You guys shoot that. We have our general unit as well. So killing their general unit is going to be very, very key. Leave him there, yeah. God damn, we're going to lose an entire general unit right now because I was an idiot. We can try and smash their general unit. We have our best units fighting against their general unit, which we're going to try and break. We'll probably also inspire this unit as well. Because, yeah, they're having a bit of a hard time. We might definitely lose this battle. Like, we are kind of outnumbered. But we'll see. We'll see how this one plays out. We've got our slingers helping out as much as possible. Our general's in a pretty big battle here as well. I guess what we need is our general to help out here. And our center's kind of breaking a little bit, but nothing we shouldn't be able to handle. We hit their general hard. I guess we'll fight this cavalry. And then once this cavalry is dealt with these guys, I'll move in some more reinforcements. How's the main front line going? We can definitely reinforce here. And I think we mainly just lost like our mercenaries so far in this battle, which honestly is not too bad whatsoever. Like, losing their mercenaries really doesn't, hurt us too poorly. And now the hoplites should be able to hold, I'm hoping, whilst the swordsmen on our flanks go ham and really break down the enemy position. Like, this is the section right here which we need to dominate, and I think we will do, because we're only fighting normal Italian swords and stuff, so nothing really too scary. Oh, we got some infantry back as well, perfect. Continue to hit that. Oh my god, though, this is like our best sword infantry, and they're getting demolished by that general unit right there. I guess we'll get one more weird charge in if we can. You gonna charge? It's gonna be an awful charge. Just get out of there then. Maybe just go and help this cavalry. Because the sooner we free up the cavalry, the better. And all of my missiles just focus down this general unit, I think. Okay, go kill these missiles, general. Go help out there. Center's looking a bit scary. I guess I kind of put a bit too much stock in these into these swordsmen. Oh my god, and even my equites are losing to missiles. Because we're getting shot or what? And my guy actually broke as well. What the hell? We kind of need to stay stuck in here now, right? Let's keep an eye on our general unit not to break, though. You guys are hitting away at the general unit trying to take him down, but as soon as we go below 60 men, we're probably going to have to get out of here. Yeah, our center is just breaking pretty dramatically. I guess we'll push some swords over here as well to support our general, because he's about to go down. Luckily, he's about to get a kill. About to break a unit, but yeah, we're going to have to get him out of there now. I can't afford to lose him. You get out of there. Okay, they've gone ahead and engaged that unit, which is fine. We'll try and just draw them out. But their general unit, I have no shame in shooting their general unit to death, really. No shame whatsoever. And you're going to chase, like, this is a unit of swordsmen. We kind of need him to fight, but kind of have to try and keep my general unit fighting hard. Yeah, we're going to break. We've killed their general now, which is huge. Let's come in here. We'll rally or inspire this unit. And now hopefully just cause like a mass rout from like a huge amount of shot coming in. That's a lot of missile fire coming in. Yeah, this unit of swordsmen, there's not really much I can do about it. But we need to, oh my god, yeah, we need to break this left side, like now. Because if we don't, we're about to get charged in the side. But like, the AI is doing a good job at like outflanking me here. Okay, you can just come back now. I know you're going to get shot in the back, but you're going to get shot anyway. Let's get that cavalry out of here. Probably try and bring it round. Because you guys are shooting into the backs of these guys now, which is good. And their center line is kind of struggling. Get some more swords coming back. Let's try and just charge in here. Just with the support of like my charge and also the missiles, I'm hoping it'll be enough. Again, you've routed them, which is great. The slingers are really the MVPs for me in this battle so far. Really, really are. My general as well, obviously coming in big. Now it's just up to the slingers. Like, luckily my hoplites, my hoplites haven't taken too many casualties, which is pretty crazy. Like, they've just kind of held and done their job, I guess. It's just I'm so used to being a lot more aggressive, like with my Roman forces and stuff, that it's kind of strange to see them not do as much like kind of aggressive damage and like cutting through the enemy as we're used to. But here we go, a mass route's about to kick in. Yeah, perfect. Let's go and just make sure we chase this down. We did lose a lot of our cavalry, though. We lost all of our cavalry besides our general unit in this. And you're goddamn right, I'm going to chase this down. There's a lot of men here which I don't particularly want to continue fighting. So we're going to let our general just have a field day and cut down all of these guys, because it's going to be pretty nice for him. Just reform up everyone else. So yeah, how many kills did like my hoplites get? So 130. The hoplites did okay. They didn't really get a lot of kills, but they didn't really die. That's the main thing, right? They were just kind of this sturdy wall doing what they were supposed to do and just surviving. That should be enough, right? Yeah, I don't want to go too try-hard here. It was a pretty close battle. I mean, we lost 1,200 and killed almost 3,000. I really did not do a great job with our cavalry. But noting on our cavalry, like, this unit of Equites did not get their hands dirty. It's probably because they just ended up getting shot to pieces in the end. Let's go ahead and enslave them. We're getting 800 gold, which we kind of desperately need. Whether that's to buy more mercenaries or whatever, we do kind of need that money. And we also leveled up. So it is winter now. We have to be kind of careful. That is winter. We don't want to obviously go too deep into enemy territory. But I really do want to kill these armies. Or do I just want to go back and replenish? Because how many? This is 5 units. This is a lot of units that they could take back. I mean, you're just going to retreat though, aren't you? Where do you retreat? We can catch you. I just want to kill these armies, because the more armies they have, the more they can replenish and recruit, you know. And killing 5 armies in 5 units in total actually does add up pretty heavily. We actually gain money from releasing them as well. Interesting.
Did you need the men to do anything else?
Can we get rid of force march? No, force march is still a thing. So let's force march back to Rome and get our replenishment on the go. We can't recruit this turn because of that, but that's fine. So what do we want to pick up? I guess just more of this, right? Barbarian subjugators. I mean, we are going to go north eventually, right? It'd be nice to tell me what would be next on this like little selection, but that's fine. Both the same, right? Can we? These aren't exclusive, right? 8 melee defense, and this gives 8 melee defense. Enables second win. I guess it's better because it gives me an ability. But does that mean I can no longer go down the other tree now, I wonder? I guess we'll find out. I guess we'll find out together. So we are draining the mercenaries of Rome, but yeah, the province mercenaries. So we can also get velites as well. Kind of interesting. We can also now get a civil port. I guess we'll get that as well there. Again, the quicker we make this region happy, the better. And we've also built a church next turn, which again should help out a little bit as well. Nice. We're rinsing a lot of our money on our troops, but it's kind of all worth it in the end. And our hoplites are getting some good experience. Like, taking a look at them, they're already on 2 chevrons. We'll rebuild our army, and then we'll push on their city very, very soon, I think, before they really have a chance to rebuild. Champion's up to level 4 already. He's going to be, like, leveling up our units very quickly. So I pushed up to 100. So this is much better, right? This gives me an additional 30 XP per tick. So he should be like increasing the chevrons of our units very quickly. It doesn't tell me like, does it tell me how much they have to the next rank? No, it doesn't, I don't think. It just tells me their XP rank. But either way, like 100 is quite a lot, I think. So that should help out. Probably no point in picking up these guys yet, because we're not moving out next turn. I do want to get some extra cavalry though, so we'll pick up 2 units of that horse. And that's kind of all she wrote for my forces. You're on my border as well with a full stack. That's a little bit scary. Hopefully you don't attack me. It would kind of suck if you did. But I mean, we could always go and kill it, and then it just means we're at war with several people. That's fine. Again, anyone want to be my friend yet?
Be welcome.
All I want is to trade you my goods. Like, it doesn't make a lot of sense if they're just refusing to trade with me, right?
Made the effort to meet me?
Sure, we can have a non-aggression. Now do you want trade? No, apparently traders went from moderate. No, we became more friends just then. They like me a lot more, but apparently they don't want to trade, even though we just became friends. We became green. A bit silly, but okay, whatever. So how many more turns? 2 turns until our army's probably ready to go. I might just merge, build some mercenaries, and be aggressive, because again, we need to kind of secure this region. Did not expect that, honestly. I thought they were going to take more time to prepare. Kind of annoying that they managed to do that. Does now leave their capital pretty wide open and all their army pretty wide open. They took that now, so we can just come in and clear it out again. It's going to obviously be like kind of be a bit slow and annoying. Who did this? So our general going Zeal, nice, and more chance of having children. That's pretty cool. Yeah, we can move in now. Pick up our mercenary squadron. We've caught their army here as well, so this is probably the biggest mistake they could have made, because now we can just move in, wipe out their army, and then push on. I really love the unit designs for the Etruscan units. They look really cool. Just occupy. Hopefully they didn't destroy my buildings. They destroyed the church, fuckers, and they, yeah, what a bunch. Oh my god, so annoying. But hey, I've only got myself to blame, really, haven't I? Do we get another mercenary instead? Some mercenary axemen or some archers. Yeah, let's do that. We'll do that next turn though. Our cavalry needs replenishment, but yeah, cool. So next, that'll be good. Okay. Let's keep on aiming turn. I want to make this episode at least over 50 minutes. So we still got a little bit left to go. But yeah, as always, guys, if you are enjoying this series, you're excited to see where this one goes, be sure to drop a like, be sure to drop a comment down below. Carthaginian politician, a man brought to you before, has accused of killing a Carthaginian official. However, he offers a sizable contribution in return. I would rather have the money, if I'm honest. We'll see how that does play, though. Obviously, the Carthaginians are in. I imagine that could be like a late game crisis as well, with the Carthaginian invasion. Be interesting to see how that one does play out. So we got extra campaign movement range, which is nice. Do we want more military stuff now? Probably just that. Well, actually, no. We'll get it's 10% morale for 2 turns. We'll pick that up. I mean, we might get a bit of other stuff as well. So they shouldn't have any mem, right? So if we just merge, go up to like here,
Pick up those feet, you laggards.
get our mercenaries of like axemen, and then just go siege the city. They shouldn't have a lot of men. We could be really snide, attack this army. We're not going to. Well, I mean, it's probably the smartest idea, because they're going to recruit men next turn probably. Let's get some siege towers next turn. Yeah. So it's nice that it starts us with siege equipment as well. Kind of cool. So they'll probably attack me, sally out and attack me, because apparently they think they have an advantage when they clearly don't. But they'll recruit some mercenaries and attack me. Be fine. Do we want to get any of the mercenaries? No, I'm kind of okay with not doing that. Building our church again. Okay, cool. Cool. So we made pretty good advancements there. We'll end the turn, see what they do. I probably should have tried to get trade again as well. Would have been a smart idea. So we gained 2 grand, but Carthage are pissed at us. Like, really not happy. But 2 grand's 2 grand at the end of the day. Like, I would take that all day long. Allows us to build some pretty nice buildings. Maybe some more food in Rome. You know, we need a lot of food, but it does also boost up growth pretty nicely. I think I want latrines, right? Latrines go on a little longer as well, so we'll end up with 8 sanitation, more influence for my political party. This just gives me security, so yeah, latrines are better. And, you know, Rome isn't exactly happy at the beginning of the game either, so that'll be good. Okay, cool. Well, I'm going to wrap up the episode here. Next episode, we will commission this siege as we try and break the enemy down and defeat them in this epic battle as Legio 1 advances. Hopefully you guys are enjoying this series and are looking forward to seeing how this one plans out. I do plan on, you know, kind of playing this series for a bit, you know, and see if you guys enjoy it. If people lose interest, I'll probably kind of meet a mini objective that I have set myself, and we'll see how it goes. But yeah, make sure to drop a like and a comment if you enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next one.